Welcome to PTG TV. This is your host, Antonio Hicks, aka Escaping the Matrix, back with another episode with Miss Tera Chantelle and her 5-part series on moral values in today's economy. So what's been going on? Because it's been a minute since the last episode.
What's that poppin'? I just told myself literally earlier today, I forget the past because I be so present in the moment. You know, like when
How you forget the past?
My memory.
Like how far back?
Like when people ask me what I did last week, I don't even know.
No. You too young.
Like how
you
you
too
say.
young for that.
No, because I'm just so present, forward thinking, and it has been a great month so far. I can't believe this month has been just flew.
I think the year has already flown by for me.
Oh my!
Because it's already halfway there. It's almost June.
It's first season is up. That's the end of it. Hey, now we're going to Cancer. We're going to Cancer.
Shout out to Cancer.
How you feel about it?
I'm always leery around this time of the year.
Why?
Because I don't necessarily even celebrate my birthday because this is how we are. Like we don't look for praise for ourselves. We always look for others. And I guess when it comes to us, we don't ever necessarily get back what we reciprocate. So I guess, but this year, I don't know. It's going to be a good month though. Because toward the end of the month, I'm going to Miami too. So it's like, even though it's for business, I'm still going a little early for like vacation. So I don't know. Yeah, I might celebrate it.
You might as well celebrate life. Why don't we
I celebrate life?
You know,
like
life. Why don't we be celebrating life? We should not wait for a special occasion or our birthday to enjoy a day.
Well, that's what I said when it comes to like birthdays. People always say, "What you doing for your birthday?" I said, I don't celebrate my birthday because I'm already celebrating throughout the year for other stuff. So I'm like, why when it comes to like that one day? And I'm looking for like same conversation we had last time. I'm looking for somebody to do something for me, but if I'm not getting it, so I'm like, why look for something that I might not necessarily even get? So why not just enjoy life for what it is for right now, as opposed to waiting for somebody on my day to give me some celebration? Because I heard a lady online. It was pretty funny too, because it was talking about men, because we talking about relationships, women in relationships. So this woman, and it's somebody independent, because your whole thing is, your platform is about independence.
Self-sufficient.
And being self-sufficient. But she was talking about as far as being in a relationship with a man. So she was saying, well, she's a breadwinner. She make her own money. But she was on this sister's, her platform. Her platform is like finding quality men, high quality, high value men for, I guess, high value women that consider themselves to be high value. So this lady came on her platform and she was like, she's a multimillionaire because she has some kind of hair business she's been doing for like 12 years.
Okay.
And I'm all for that. And she was a sister too. So I'm like, I shop people out. Hey, get your money, get your paper. I don't care who you are, man or woman, especially when it comes to black people. Hey, get it in this environment, make your bread how you can make it. But now you talk about companionship. Now you start having differences when it comes to opinion about what your spouse or particular person that you're trying to date may look like. So she says that she wants a man to be making the same thing that she's making or better. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that she would accept is she only want to make somebody making like $600,000. He has to be making the same value or more. And she said because she feels as though that a man can't do nothing for her that's not making as much as her. But I'm like, okay. So somebody started asking her questions because I'm always curious about that.
Yeah.
Like when people tell me things, I'm a curious person, especially when it comes to our personality and our thought process. So how did you come to that? What have you been doing to make you think that somebody is deserving of somebody like you? So come to find out, she used to date Trey Songz back in the day. So I'm sure that boosted her platform of people more, which helped her to get to that $1 million status.
Yes.
So then it's like, okay, well, most men nowadays, and you want to talk about brothers too, barely make 6 figures.
Really?
They don't. Like we're all within the, what is it, top 10%? I think it's top 10% that make 6 figures. And then you want to talk about 7 figures, you up there with the top 4 and 5, 1%. Brothers. So they say, okay, well, have you ever dated somebody outside of Trey Songz, of a couple other people that that met that qualification for you. So she said she dated a basketball player. He played overseas, and then he stopped playing overseas because he wanted to come back home to the States. But she said she broke up with him because he was confused about what he wanted to do and started getting angry because he couldn't figure out what he wanted to do. So she was like, she didn't want to deal with nobody's trauma like that. So I was like, okay, that's a red flag. But whatever, let's move on. That didn't even make me bug out. So what made me bug out with her was, she said she finally did meet a brother who was very successful, and he was feeling her, but we talking about birthday, so it was his birthday. And it was time to celebrate this man's birthday. She said she got mad with him and broke up with him because he asked her to pay for dinner on his birthday. And she said, what do I look like? And it was like, the person that you've been dating for the past year or so, you can't celebrate me on my birthday? And she was like, I felt like I heard her did something for you the day before. And I'm like, it's my birthday.
Yikes.
So that's something like, if you were this is what I call cap on her fortune. If you were multi-millionaire, even if the meal was $300, because most meals not even $300. So let's say I'm gonna use it. Y'all at a nice expensive restaurant. You're down in California. It's your nice expensive restaurant. You've had drinks and everything. So I'm gonna give you a good $300. It's about what I spend out there. $300 to $350. Okay, cool. If you're a multi-millionaire, that ain't shit. Like, that ain't nothing. To $300, $350 is nothing.
Exactly. If this is your companion, your partner, your friend.
Like, you finally found that one. The one that you said that's on your scale that you're looking for, that's hard to come by. You found that one. And you broke up with him because he asked you to pay for dinner on his birthday to celebrate him. So now, because your whole platform is you prop up women. Well, no, you say single people, but typically your stuff is geared more towards women. Because I see your comment section, it's pretty much all women chiming in and stuff.
Oh, I'm with humans, honestly.
I get that. But I'm just saying, but you speak more so to, and I understand it too, to women. Because I don't see too many guys. I don't see too many. If y'all ever listen to Tera's stuff, man, she talk about claiming yourself, getting your coochie power stuff back. And I respect that, because you don't want nobody using you up. And you don't want nobody trying to run through you just for their own selfish needs. Which I understand it 100%.
Yes.
But in a situation like that, because I did ask you how you was doing, but in a situation like that, what would you say to that woman? Because now the brother in a bad place because the brother actually was feeling you. And the only thing he asked you to do was just celebrate him. Just like you want to be celebrated and you want to be spoiled. Why can't you get a man what he wanted just for his birthday alone?
I wonder, what does she do for herself? Like, does she treat herself with love and celebrate herself? Because if she doesn't even celebrate herself, how can she celebrate other people?
I agreed. I don't know.
So I always like hold the mirror back to people, and this whole dating stage, people will just be switching on and switching off, getting a new person, but still running away from themselves overall. Okay.
Yeah.
Run away from themselves and thinking the solution is in another person, and they finally come to the realization that this person is not going to make me happy, or this person not going to match my energy, or this person not going to take care of me or buy me things. So then they wake up and realize, I obviously have to realize, like, relationships are for different things. It's not there to, like, give us money, pay for us. We're honestly supposed to be coming whole to one another.
Right.
So I think a lot of people just honestly get into relationships for selfish reasons. So obviously her reasons was selfish, and just like his reason have been selfish while he was with her too. Most people get into like dating for selfish reasons, for people to take care of them or for loneliness. Honestly, it's so many different reasons, but
yeah, I mean, I get that. Because, I mean, you know how my feelings about relationships in general. I don't think, and I understand what you say, but to me, I think we're all supposed to be with somebody, even if it's not to the degree of what we would define as a modern day relationship, but somebody that you're with before you leave. And I'm just like, if you find somebody that you're compatible with, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all got our own flaws. I don't care how much you sit down and meditate and you know of yourself. We all have our own flaws. Something that you might do might irk me, and something I might do might irk you.
Yes.
But as long as we're comfortable in ourselves and we know how to find peace in what we're doing, I think you can work well with anybody.
You can get along.
As long as the people are their own selfish needs, I think we can work well with
Oh
anybody.
my, you can get along with anybody if you get along with yourself first. And most people have never taken the time to get along with themselves, to know their own triggers. So now you know the triggers that you see in you, because all the person will do is reflect whatever unhealed wound that we have within ourselves. That's all they're doing, is showing us. But we put so much power on another person and feel like they made me feel this way, or get into a victim mentality without realizing the solution is within. Why am I thinking that this person is supposed to fit a certain idea for me? But we get triggered too easily out there, when it's because we're not healed within ourselves.
Yeah, no, they do need to fit within a certain standard, though. Because you don't want any reckless person coming into your life and disrupting your chi.
You wouldn't even let that happen when you are on the healing process.
No, you might not, but they'll try.
Oh, that's why I be sucker free. I be dodging all the negativity, all the phony vibes. Like, I swear, I see it from a mile away. I don't even let it enter my inner matrix. Like, that's how we gotta, not even entertain people, not even get people, thinking about people. I may be just so in my bubble and understand, the power of our mind to not even give somebody our power like that.
So, since last time we talked, what's been going on with you?
So what's been going on with me, mentally, spiritually, all that good stuff. Oh, that's probably why you said I am directing towards the women, because I just released a new ebook, Pure Pimpin' Playbook. Okay, the power of just knowing your worth and knowing the value you serve here, just being a woman. So that is what I just finished that ebook. I told you that the first time. So that is accomplished. Now we're gonna work on the paperback and the hard copy. But
congratulations.
Thank you. It's a mentality being a pimp,
So how long? So it's been a month since you released it?
I just released it a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it's a week ago. Okay, so it's soon. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I know you said you were going to do it last time.
And I did it. I say everything I say, I do. I talk that talk, but I back it up. I back it up.
I was like, you can release a book in a month and a half. I was like, okay.
Oh, this is already in the forefront of my mind. You can manifest things, and it's just you got to speak it, work towards it.
Since you released it, have you gotten any feedback from anybody that's halfway through it? Because you got the speed readers out here too.
Yes, I know. I got a couple reviews, but just even giving people's perspective, because I actually talk about just hearing, what do you think about just the word pimp? What's the what is your first mindset, first reaction when you hear pimping?
Pimping means a ton of things to me. I mean, because now we ain't talking about 8 Ball and MJG pimping. I don't even know if you know who 8 Ball and MJG is. No. You don't know who 8 Ball and MJG is?
Oh my!
How old are you?
I'm young.
God damn, she don't even know. God dang. I mean,
I'm young.
So when I think of, I might need to adjust that, because I don't know why it's falling down. When I think of, it's the other one.
What, not this way?
That metal one.
Oh, this way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think you loosened it up. Hold on. I can get it.
Yeah. There we go.
I don't know. So when I think of pimping, I don't know. Because, I mean, that's a multifaceted question. Because, I mean, I think about pimping about life, how you play the game of life.
Exactly.
And what you do to get everything out of it. Exactly. And what you're not accepting because you want to get what you want to get in the end.
Yes.
That's what I think of
Yes.
pimps. I think that's generally what applies when we start talking about pimps and the women of the night.
Yes.
Because I'm like, they sending them out there to do work for them. And at the end of the night, they want them to do their work so they can bring their money back home.
Exactly.
And send them back out. So I'm like, you can use that same energy towards life itself.
Yeah. Take the sex out.
Yeah.
Take the mindset of the prostitute, let's elevate ourselves because we're so used to exploiting ourselves naturally for others.
Yeah.
Without leading ourselves or being our own CEO. That's the mindset of the pimp. They see the game for what it is. Nobody can manipulate the pimp. Nobody can control the pimp. Nobody can make the pimp do what they want to do. The pimp has its own mind, their own values, their own understanding of how this game goes.
Right.
So the world is at your fingertips when you the pimp.
That's what the book is about.
Yes. But of course, it is geared right now, centered around dating because I just listen to people. I see a lot of women are in a frenzy. They really desire to be picked and not understand that they are the picker here. So I want to transform and make them see a whole new element to this game.
Which is weird to me because I've always said that when it comes to, I met people I used to date, and they always say, what is a closed mouth don't get fed, meaning if a guy don't make a move on them. But I'm like, to me, you got all the power.
Tell us.
Because I'm like, I can't do anything, no matter what I want to do, I can't do anything without your approval. Because anything that I do and you don't approve of it, it's going to be taken the wrong way, which it should be. It's going to be taken the wrong way. And you're going to face consequences for it. That's why I'm like, when it comes to women, when I see women that's aggressive and they go after go after guys themselves, that's what I think everybody should do. Because that way the guy knows where the woman comes from and what she stands for. She knows exactly what she wants and she's pursuing you. Whereas the other way around, the guy don't even have to deal with rejection. Because now somebody's coming for him.
Life is gonna be a rejection fest. We can't run away from rejection. We get rejected every day, V. It's okay to get rejected. It's okay. I love it. Reject me.
Relationship though, because like I said, y'all have power.
I get rejected.
You have with any women nowadays too. You have what women and guys are looking for. You have it. Because if you didn't have it, no one wouldn't be attacking you. They wouldn't want you in their platforms and stuff. So it's you control all the power. That's all. So if you're the one that's being I don't even want to say the aggressor, but you're the ones that's being the confident one and approaching other people. I think that benefits guys more so than the guy is the one. Because guys gonna get let down anyway, regardless. They're gonna see somebody they like. They're gonna try to talk to them. They're gonna get a no. And
does that hurt the ego or something?
Hurt people's egos.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Nobody wants to get told no.
Why? But that's a part of the game. Now you're closer to your yes, though.
Yeah.
When you get told no, you're closer to the yes. You should get excited because of the no.
But most people are not used to that.
See, we have to train our mind to think different,
most people
to unlearn these challenges or these obstacles that we label as rejection. That's just building your character. That's just building your self-esteem, though.
Yeah, but if you're not comfortable enough in the no, that's not something that you want to hear.
So mama should have been telling these folks no. Why was mama giving you everything you wanted?
No, because even if in that case, though, you get some parents that are strict on their kids, but still.
Your parents ain't never tell you no before?
People still, when it's something that you really want, nobody really wants to be told no. Say, we talking about relationships. Not even talking about I guess relationships to a degree, but let's say you see somebody pretty that you want to talk to, and you really feeling this person. And you go talk to them. Matter of fact, if it's somebody that you've been wanting to talk to for a long time, y'all know each other, y'all in the same circle, and you finally get the courage to go talk to her, and that person tell the dude no, homie crushed. Because it's something he's been wanting for so long. And
how do you start the conversation, though? If you just starting the conversation as normal humans, it can just we can't expect anything, though. I think we go in there expecting a number. We're expecting sex. We're expecting a kiss. Stop expecting shit. Nobody owes you anything. Just go there, connect with people. Yep. How can you get rejected then if you just go in a place of pure connection?
Because if he's not coming there looking for friendship, he's coming there looking for something more.
He's looking for sex.
No, not even sex.
What are you looking for then?
If he's been looking at somebody for a long time, it could be sex. It could just be companionship too. Like to build a relationship. Eventually, obviously, to get to that, but realistically, yes, to build a relationship. Because in most cases, if you have quiet people like that, there's somebody that really want it. So you have two types of people. You have those guys who've been looking at somebody for a long time and been wanting to talk to them. Those are the guys that's actually looking for a relationship. The dude that's quick to pop off and go to all these different people, that's one looking for some sex. I mean, because he's looking to get between some cheeks.
Exactly. But it'd be like, what's the rush though? You know, how to meet people. You first introduce yourself. It's like,
nobody want to be doing that.
You see, you talking about you don't got time for that. What is the rush? What is the rush?
I'm saying me. Nobody want to be doing that.
Exactly. Because you're rushing things. Nobody has patience anymore. This is a microwavable society. You want it now. You want it instant. You want a connection instant. It takes time to build relationships. It takes time to grow into friendships. It's not going to happen overnight. And most people going to get rejected because they want it overnight.
I mean, everything, I agree 100%. Everything takes time.
It's beauty. I swear, it's beautiful. That's why I like friendships, because my friends don't rush me. Like, they just let me be me. They're not trying to control me. They just allow our friendship to unfold naturally. It's not like, what are we doing here? What are we? Are you my friend still? No, I don't switch up. If I still got the same number for decades, I'm not switching up. So it's just like, just how we let friendships unfold, I think that's how we should just let life unfold.
I agree. Yeah. You just gotta discover it. Yeah. I learned because I wasn't that person that was always getting people. Yeah, you gotta let stuff build up.
You do. That's the key, y'all. If y'all want the game, I'm telling you, just take it slow. Be a turtle. Be a turtle in this thing. And you, the one, I swear, what is the quote? The one who finished, the steady one who will win the race overall. Like,
she's talking about the tortoise in the...
what's the quote?
Tortoise in the yeah, in the hair, tortoise in the hair.
What the heck is that quote? But it's like, that quote is really legit, because this is a lifestyle. This is longevity. This is a journey. I mean, we can be rushing to get to a destination just to be like, now what?
But in certain circumstances, like, because I've been seeing a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know why the hell it's been popping in my YouTube feed too about relationships, and this and it's mostly been dealing with like bad ones between women and guys. Like, one guy was chasing this woman. He had been chasing her for like years, since it was in high school. Chasing her. She was not giving this dude the time of day at all. She was running the streets, messing with everybody. Everybody
running
but
the
people
streets.
like him. No, she was. She was messing with everybody but him. And it's like, she 3 kids. Yeah, 3 kids.
Oh, wow.
She finally got to a place to where the last dude she was messing with kicked her out. So she called a guy that had been chasing her for all these years, asking him for help. And he was like, nah, man, I'm good.
I'm glad he chose himself. That's a smart brother. That's a smart brother. You got to choose yourself, okay? I'm an advocate for that. Choose you.
But we see it, because you have people, like I said, the ones that's typically been chasing you for a long time. It could, I mean, yeah, some of them could just be there for sex, but you might genuinely have somebody that's really trying to connect with you. And you miss out on that opportunity for whatever reason. You miss out on that opportunity. And the same thing with guys too, because you can have certain women that's chasing after the dude, and he blowing her off. But it's always when you reach that lowest point, that's you want to be like...
It's at the lowest point, when you horny at night, like, what you doing?
What's up?
Hey, I understand that sometimes we will get bored in life, and sometimes we will feel the loneliness feeling, but I realize we have like a whole universe inside of us, so we should never really be bored.
I'm excited about the sex dolls, but go ahead. I really am.
We should never be bored, and it's so much to do, it's so much to learn about yourself. Yo, and now we need to shut things off. We need to shut off our phone. We need to shut off the computer so we can connect back to our soul, back to the universe inside. So when the feeling of the illusion of loneliness come up, we're not just desperate to just have somebody's company for entertainment, because we're just using them. We're not genuinely want to be with them or connect with them. We're just using them for our good.
Yeah. I mean, overstimulation is real, because I mean, it's one of those things where you'll see, especially when it comes to technology, the places that has the least amount of technology, they come up with the craziest stuff because their mind has to do things that they don't have access to. Versus us, we got access to everything. And it's like, I am not as creative as I was when I didn't have hardly anything. Especially when I was homeless.
Yeah.
So now it's like I'm overstimulated because I got technology for days, and now I have everywhere. To really sit down and like get into myself to create something brand new. And it's the same thing in relationships. Like if you overly stimulate, like you always out and about, you always in people's face, people always in your face. It's like you always looking for that connection, but then same as a pandemic, when you get by yourself, it's like you done lost your goddamn mind because you're not used to being alone.
We need time away, okay? Like, we have to really prioritize to put our mental health first. Like, that has to be on the to-do list for sure, before anything else, because so many things are pulling our energy. Right. You got relationships, you got work, you got social media, you got TV. Everything is pulling your energy to take you away from yourself. So you have to have the discipline to say, no, not today. I'm not going out today. I'm not going to hang out today. I have to just spend time in strictly stillness. And I know it's hard for some people just to shut off all the noise because it's really distractions because they want to get you from learning who you are. Because if you start learning who you are, you're going to start questioning the whole matrix. You're going to start realizing and seeing things for what it is.
So in your book, like what are you talking about in this book as far as like pimping of life? Like what's one of the life lessons from out of there?
One of the life lessons out of there is not taking things personal. That's like a huge thing. We take things so personal, what other people are doing or how other people are living their life, how other people speak to us or how other people treat us. And it's really distracting about how are you treating yourself? Why are we so offended how they are vibrating in their own bubble? Let's mind our business a little bit. Let's like pull back. Let's stop letting people like push our buttons and play with us because you're getting played with and you don't even know it.
Yeah, but you still gonna feel some kind of way about that. I mean, because you can have all the connections that you want, but yeah, when you still have people that's like close to you or just within your bubble, and they're not acting in a certain manner they typically used to act in, or it's outside of the, I guess it will be said, still outside of the norm, you're going to feel some kind of way about that.
I bet you will if you let it. I bet you will if you let it. I bet you will.
We're human though, so as a human.
So if you want to feel, yes, you gon' feel. But maybe I'm just like detached to all other people's shit. You know what everybody else got going on. Because I understand we are human. Yeah. We all got trauma. So you feel in the feels. Not me. I have mastermind to realize that I'm not connected to your feelings. So that's just a part of detachment. It may seem cold. It may seem harsh. But I have sympathy and I have empathy. But I have to detach and realize your feelings are your feelings and my feelings are mine. I'm going to stay on a high vibration. Okay. You can stay low, but I'm not stooping low to meet you. You going to have to meet me where I'm at.
So you don't think that you've ever done something that might have upset somebody else?
I bet I do every single day. But
do you acknowledge it though?
If they tell me, of course, that makes me do self-reflection. I love when
So you receive it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a listener.
No, because I'm just going by what you said. Yeah. You was like, you don't let nothing get to you. But I'm like, what if you're the one that has done something that upsets
I bet I hurt a lot of people's feelings, and I truly was ignorant.
But you accepting of it, they come and talk to you about it.
Yes, I would. I have an open line of communication. Like, I think people can feel like they can talk to me about any and everything, which people do because I don't judge. Mm-hmm. Like, even though I live a certain way, please live your best life. Like, that's my best line I ever say. Like, live your life. Like, do what's best for you, what works for you. Mm-hmm. I just found out what works for me. And I'm just screaming it loud about it, but I'm not telling you should do what I do, but I'm just being the example. Like, you can live life on your own terms, however way you want to. There's no rules here. That's it. There's no rules to this game.
So would you ever tell all women to practice what you do?
If they coming over here complaining to me about some dick, I'm gonna tell her to close down shop. Absolutely.
But for how long?
Whatever she wants, she has to have. That's why she needs to close down, because she gonna know all the answers. She gonna know how long she needs to do this for. She gonna know how long and why she's closing herself and being selfish with her body. For one, she's gonna learn how to really connect with God. This is about God, honestly. Like, first of all, build a relationship with God. You don't even got a relationship with God. You over here putting other people on a pedestal. You over here putting things in your mouth when you should be literally listening to God right now, getting that connection. So now you can know all of the answers. You're back connected to yourself. But if you half-assing your life because you're spreading yourself so thin with everyone and everybody, giving your body here, letting people talk to you this way, just doing things you don't want to do, not having peace, obviously you're not living a healthy lifestyle for yourself. If you feel distressed, if you feel unease, if you feel anxiety, if you feel all these emotions, then that's just an alarm system in our body and our nervous system to tell us that, oh, we should shift. Like, let's do something new. Let's change it up a bit. So let's change it up.
Okay. I was curious. Because I'm like, if everybody shut down shop, it's going to be a sad world.
Oh, yeah. I think it will be a sad, it will be a cold world for y'all. Honestly, because now.
And see, that's why I said her stuff is geared more towards women, because she was like, y'all. And I'm just like.
It's for everybody.
Yeah, but you saying y'all, like, you keep going back to men.
No, literally, it's a joke. But anyway, like, it's once the divine feminine rise up to her highest self, the divine, everybody will rise up to their highest self, because I know everybody is hurting from patriarchy. Mm-hmm. You was just talking about how men are supposed to make money, and if he's not making enough money, then he's looked down upon. That hurts his ego. Rejection. It's gonna shift everything once we, first of all, get out of this brainwashing that everybody feels like men are supposed to be a certain way and women are supposed to be a certain way. A lot of times, women are just looked at as sexual objects, though, to be real.
Yeah, they are. I mean, like 99.9% of the time.
We don't even see women as women. So what if we do stop having sex?
I think globally everybody should. Because I believe if women took control of themselves, and this ain't me simping, this is because I like experiments. Yeah. And I know how chaotic we are as human beings, especially when it comes to like guys. Again,
it's animalistic out here.
Not me even simping, but I think if women was like, fuck that shit, we ain't doing nothing no more as far as womenly duties, and they start doing for themselves, I'd be interested to see what would happen in the world. Like, I would be interested to see what happened in politics, what happened to relationships. Like that, that's a field study I'm interested in.
What's your thoughts about like a matriarchy? Like, have you?
So, yeah, I don't know. Because I think we've gotten to a place, because, man, we've had wars that started because of women and like sex. Well, yeah, because
it's all about sex, though.
Yeah, because that's about procreation. So they want to make heirs to their kingdoms and stuff. But I'm like, if women finally said, of course, death would go up. There'd be more rape. There would definitely be more rape.
Why?
Sex bots. And I'm going to keep shouting out some sex bots.
Yeah. No, that's what they should do. They should feel whatever desires that they have, but they don't got to take it out on women, innocent people.
And so who was that? Oh, so I was on somebody else's podcast on Tuesday, and we were talking about that. So I was like, I'm all for the new AI robot. Well, they have robots out now, like sex bots. And I'm like, I'm all for them being integrated and adding AI to them. And they was like, nah, I want a real thing. I was like, but if they make it to feel like the real thing. So here's my reason behind that. If you can cut off that part of you that's always seeking to get, if you're looking for to get
a thrill,
from a woman, but you can get that now from an inanimate object that's going to talk to you the same way and almost treat you the same way and would technically do whatever you wanted to do.
It's your world, baby.
Yeah. So now how do you respond? I think your reaction to real women would be a little different because their urges is gone. Because now you can just go home and you can do whatever you're going to do to the goddamn machine, and then you done. You good for the day. Now, granted, you gonna have some people like, I want to feel real human, but I think we'll get to a place to where you won't be able to tell the difference. Now, it's gonna mess up the other women that want to get into relationships because dude gonna be like, yeah, I got Samantha over here in the closet. Like, what? How are we gonna work together?
We can be friends. It's like, it's a whole different dynamic. It's gonna be a healthy dynamic between both genders. It's a gender war because we have involved sex so much to cloud our judgment, to cloud our awareness, to have secret motives towards one another. And that would be a whole new awakening once really women do rise up to realize that we are accountable for our wounds. Because a lot of this baby daddy, baby mama culture is because women are just allowing themselves to be so easy, to be just, I feel like we think that sex is a connection or we equate that with love a lot of times when it really is just a satisfaction that most men just want to get off. It's just something to do for most people. It's like, why not have sex? I just got drunk, so might as well just do it because I'm bored. But it really is very animalistic and savage when we feel like we are a slave to our desires.
Yeah. But it still is a connection though. It can be. You can't be looked at as just a thrill for the night with it. I mean, because we have urges. But I still think, because we talked about this last time, I still think there's still a connection to it. Like, you're going to still think about it. Even as, and it's weird to me because even if it is a one night stand, you still think about that person. Because like, if it didn't mean nothing to you, then how is a person still present in your head?
Mm. When you said, I want you to finish, like, because you said how you realized, like, about the experiment, if that would happen, like, an experience with. Because
like I said, I'm all for, so I told you I'm an engineer, so I like to field test stuff. So if women finally said, no, enough is enough, we got control of our wounds, we got control of our bodies, and we're not doing that, I wonder how society would perceive it and how they would change, because now, even you create laws to like govern a woman's body. Well, I don't give a shit because I ain't making no baby. So you can make a law about me and abortion. Well, I ain't having no kid to make no abortion. Yeah. So it's like, what does it even matter to me? So once you all take control of yourselves and take yourself out of the equation. So now what is the argument going to be about? Now, are you going to argue about trans or the trans community trying to be women? Because even them, now once they consider themselves to be a woman, they pull themselves out of the mix too. What is there to fight over?
What is there to fight over? What is there to fight over? I swear, I do not.
Because our arguments are always over. It's generally, even now, when we think about politics, it's still about women. Like, look, the trans community, we want women in the actual birth women that's in the bathroom, or we're making laws to prevent women from getting abortions or to take care of their needs, your needs that you actually have as a woman. So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm gonna pull myself out of the picture, now what is the conversation gonna be about? That's my thing. Is like, what would the conversation be about? And I'm interested to see, like, what would you talk about then?
The solution is.
I don't think they ever come to no goddamn solution.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I think they should, but I'm just saying I'd be curious to see that now you can't put the blame on anybody anymore.
When you take full accountability for your life, your mind, your body, as women, to know your power, you can create life. I really get to decide who comes in and out this matrix. I get to decide. It's over with. Like, when you know that power, to know that certain times people just have this programming that, we need to create humans like they're robots just so they can like feel the system and build capitalism up. It just benefits capitalism to have taxpayers running around here.
Yeah. And even that though, because we talk about that, but then we start talking about overpopulation. So I'm like, we want to make babies, but then we worry about the population control too. So I'm like, well, what is it going to be?
But then we talk about how this world is so unsafe. So we're just contradicting ourselves all across the board. Like, what are we doing?
And that's the thing. So if you pull y'all out and nobody no extra humans are getting made. Well, I mean, they're making them in the lab now, but still, no, they're not getting made a natural way. What would a discussion be?
Wow. Yeah.
Especially if y'all disappear, like y'all go to like the Amazon. Be like Wonder Woman, y'all go there and it's like there ain't but nothing but guys around, almost like you're in the prison.
What would you think reality would be for you?
I exist in the Matrix. So I love it. I'm all about technology. I'm all about digital technology. I'm all about, making relationships on the web, like the ones and zeros.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't think I would ever disconnect when it comes to companionship. Even if I was a single person, if it came to companionship from a woman, it's not beneath me to actually go get a robot. I wouldn't care. But that's because I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
And so we're so used to being, y'all got to do better when I come to, y'all nerds got to do better about y'all hygiene and stuff, but that's a whole different conversation. But I come from the era where we always was talked about and kept to ourselves. Now, granted, I look a little different now, but I'm used to being alone. So if y'all just disappeared, it wouldn't matter.
Like, see ya.
Yeah, people like me, it wouldn't matter because it's like,
that's good that you're self-sufficient within yourself, because it requires people to really just be self-sufficient. We got women playing mommy to grown men. So now these grown modern men are really boys in disguise.
Yeah.
Running around here, holding up guns for IG Live, like just doing silly stuff. Just not thinking. So this requires you to think more, because a lot of times women has been thinking for men, doing everything for men. It's like sis lost herself in the whole matrix.
Yeah.
So a lot of times women don't even know themselves, though. They don't even know why they're doing certain things.
No, and I think we need to take ownership of what we're doing and stop looking for other people to do stuff for us. Which is why I raised my boys like that. I was like, can't no woman come to you. I taught them how to cook, taught them how to bake, taught them how to take care of themselves. I was like, can't nobody come to you shining a carrot in your face for you to go chase others. Like,
exactly.
No, I can do all that.
But that's insane that people really get into relationships for people to do chores for them. Like, I'm just not used to this like way of life and this way of thinking, that to not be like self-sufficient. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I've never, and I guess because me being so independent, and I had to be, I didn't want my kids to be those needy people too.
Yeah.
And I mean, they had a mom that took care of them. I mean, she spoiled. We both spoiled them, but still, I'm like, no, man, don't be looking for nobody else to do nothing for you. Do this shit for yourself. Like, if somebody come to you, y'all come together as a team.
Okay.
It's not about what you can bring to it. No, how are we going to come together as a team to build something together? And I think that's how we should look at just any relationships in general.
Yeah.
Is like, okay, what are we doing and how can we build something together? If you're just coming to me and I'm the one, I said it last time, if you're the one, if you're the light in a graveyard around dead people, then how will you ever see light?
Come on, change.
Only you surrounded by other but dead people. Nobody got nothing going for them, and you're the only one that's doing great. How will you ever see any greatness come from out of you?
If you're not growing, you're dying.
No.
You're dying. That's a huge thing. My parents instill self-sufficiency and independence, to be a free thinker. That's why I feel like I'm so free, because of the nuclear family I did have. My mom played her role, my dad played his role, and they actually worked as a team, and they thugged it out for the kids. The kids was the mission. You feel me?
Yeah.
But nowadays, no wonder why parents split up is because the mission was never about the kids. You had kids for your own sexual desires, and now the feelings went away, and you realize this person is not my fairy tale. It was actually a nightmare. So it takes a lot of time. It takes really self-evaluation to take responsibility for yourself. But like we said before, if you can get along with yourself, you can get along with everybody. Yeah. Flat out.
So as we wind down, where can they find your book at and find more about you?
Ooh, it is available now on Amazon. The playbook is available now on Amazon, and you can connect with me on all platforms at Tera Chantelle, TeraChantelle. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you for coming back.
I appreciate you.
What is this, episode number 3 or 4? I don't even remember.
Right. You already know I be forgetting. I be losing count.
Thank y'all for tuning in again. Again, it's Antonio here, Mr. AKA Escaping the Matrix. You can find me on pgdtv.online. And if you are looking for content to be created for yourself, you need some audio work done, some videography work done, I now have put out engineeringtomorrow.tech, where you can hit me up and I will come out and get all of your ideas, and for the benefit, for the sake of the future, re-engineer it for tomorrow. So until next time, thank y'all for tuning in. PGDTV out.
Say